The text came through at 11:47 p.m. "We're sorry, it got out of hand." I stared at it for 3 full minutes, sitting on the curb outside a gas station in the middle of nowhere, my phone at 12% battery, my wallet gone, my shoes soaked through from walking 4 miles in the rain, 300 miles from home. They left me. My wife, her 2 brothers, just drove away. I kept replaying it in my head, the way they laughed when I got out of the car to pee on the side of the highway, the way the engine revved, the way Sarah's face looked in the rearview mirror as they sped off, her mouth open in that exaggerated laugh, like this was the funniest thing she'd ever seen. I stood there for 20 minutes before I realized they weren't coming back, not right away at least. The text didn't say when, it didn't say where they were. It didn't apologize for taking my wallet, my keys, everything. Just, it got out of hand. I turned off my phone to save the battery, and I started walking. It wasn't the first time. That's what kept circling through my mind as I walked through the rain, thumb out, hoping someone would stop. 6 months ago, they accidentally locked me in her parents' basement during a family gathering. 2 hours, no lights. They said the door jammed. 4 months ago, they hid my car keys during a camping trip, pretended they didn't know where they were. I spent half the day searching while they sat around the fire, grinning. 3 months ago, they told me the wrong time for Sarah's birthday dinner. I showed up an hour late. Everyone stared. Sarah cried, said I embarrassed her. But she never said it was them. She never told me they'd planned it. A truck finally stopped. The driver was silent, mercifully, dropped me at a motel 30 miles closer to home. I paid cash I'd found crumpled in my jacket pocket, enough for one night. I sat on the bed, staring at my phone. Sarah had called 4 times, her brother Mike twice. I didn't answer. I just sat there, soaking wet, replaying every moment, every joke, every prank, every time she laughed along, every time she told me I was overreacting. I made it home 2 days later, hitchhiking, walking, a bus that barely ran. Sarah was sitting on the couch when I walked in, her face pale, her eyes red. "Baby, I'm so sorry." I walked past her, upstairs, shower. I stayed under the water until it ran cold. When I came down, she was still there, tears streaming. It was just a joke. They didn't think, "Where's my wallet?" She blinked. "What? My wallet, my keys, where are they?" I don't know. Mike probably, "Get them back." She nodded, reaching for her phone, but I was already walking away. I started documenting everything that night, every prank, every incident. I went through old photos, text threads, voice messages. I found a group chat, her, Mike, and her younger brother Danny, titled Operation Mess with Him. Months of planning, months of jokes. My wedding day, they'd spiked my drink, made me violently sick during the reception. I spent half the night in the bathroom. Sarah told everyone I couldn't handle my alcohol. Our honeymoon, they called the hotel pretending to be me and canceled our dinner reservations. Sarah blamed the staff. Last Christmas, they wrapped empty boxes for me, told everyone I was impossible to shop for, and Sarah laughed every time. I printed everything. I waited 3 weeks, 3 weeks of silence, of cold responses, of sleeping in the guest room. Sarah begged, she cried, she swore it was just her brothers, that she'd told them to stop. I didn't believe her. I invited them all over for dinner, told Sarah I wanted to clear the air. She looked so hopeful. They showed up smiling. Mike clapped me on the back. Danny brought beer. We sat down. I served the meal I'd prepared, and then I placed a folder in the center of the table. "What's this?" Sarah asked, her smile fading. "Open it." She did. Her face went white. Printouts, screenshots, every message, every plan, every cruel joke. 300 miles, I said quietly. You left me 300 miles from home, in the rain, with nothing. Mike laughed nervously. Dude, come on. You put laxatives in my drink on my wedding day. Silence. You've been doing this for 2 years, humiliating me, making me look weak, stupid, paranoid. Sarah's hands trembled. I didn't. You did. I slid another document across. Divorce papers. Already filed. I'm done. Danny stood up. Jesus Christ, man, it was just what? My voice didn't rise. Just a joke? Sarah broke, sobbing, reaching for me. Please, I love you. I didn't mean. You watched them destroy me, I said, and you laughed. Mike tried to speak. I held up my hand. Get out of my house. They didn't move. Now. They left. Sarah stayed, collapsing on the floor, begging. I stepped over her. I moved out the next morning, changed my number, blocked them all. 6 months later, I heard through mutual friends that Sarah's family imploded. Her brothers blamed her, she blamed them, their parents took sides. I felt nothing. Someone asked me once if I missed her. I thought about it, really thought about it. No, I said, I don't miss being the punchline. I walked away from that conversation the same way I walked away from her, cold, detached.